Hey guys, welcome to another exciting episode of Party with the Purcells. If you're gonna do the woohoo, you gotta do it like woohoo! You gotta kind of drag it out just a little bit. Anyway, so yes, today's video. Series, no, not really. Anyway, today's video, we are talking about video game to movie adaptations and book to movie adaptations. You can calm down, okay? Because not all of us are readers. I don't know why. I don't know why I did the air quotes. She actually does read. So anyway, the other night we watched Inception, which I know is not a video game or a book to movie adaptation, but point is we watched it. It follows into the story. You'll see. Anyway, after we watched it, I told Jackie I have two movies that when I was a kid I loved and I want us to watch. So we watched Mortal Kombat and Mortal Kombat Annihilation. Back in the 90s, these movies were awesome to me because I was a kid. Now that I'm an adult, I see the cheesiness factor and the video game campiness, especially in the second one. The first one didn't really have too much. The second one, though, oh my goodness.
It was horrible.
It was a good movie. It was just really cheesy.
It was horrible.
It was not horrible. Anyway, okay, so Jackie's not a big expert on video game to movie adaptations, but she is an expert on book to movie adaptations. So today, with Jackie's help, Jackie's in the frame now. Say hey, Jackie.
Hey.
I said say hey, Jackie.
Hey, Jackie.
Okay, she said hey, Jackie. So what we're going to do today is a little bit of an interview process. I'm going to ask her about good and bad book to movie adaptations. And as we're doing this video, if you're watching, if you want to put comments down below of good book to movie adaptations or even good video game to movie adaptations that we can possibly watch later, then do that because, you know, that's what you're here for. You're our fans. By the way, a shout out, a good board game to movie adaptation is definitely Clue.
I don't know if I would say it's good.
It's a good movie. And by the way, a non-honorable mention for video games, Super Mario Brothers.
Or Mortal Kombat.
Horrible. Super Mario Brothers is so horrible. It is atrocious. Atrocious. So anyway, Jackie, you're doing this interview. Do you want to start with good or bad?
Good.
Okay, we'll start with bad. I'm just kidding. Okay, so give me about 3 or 4 good book to movie adaptations so our fans can check them out.
Okay. So I wasn't going to include one on the list if I have not read it myself. But I had to include it anyway. It's the only one I think it's the only one on the list.
What is it?
The only one on the list that I've not read.
Okay, what is it? I think I know what it is, but let's see.
The Harry Potter series.
Yeah, that's what I
I've
thought.
never read any of those, and I've never watched any of the movies. But
I have.
Well, he's watched movies, he hasn't read them.
Yeah, because they're like 4,000 pages long.
Anyway, but everyone that I've ever talked to that has read the books and seen the movies said that they're really, really good. So I had to put that one on the list. It's just not really my thing, so I haven't read them or anything. Another one on the list is the Hunger Games series. So these are not they're not the best. Like, they'll not be number 1 on my list. But they are good. I don't like that they don't have Madge in them because Madge is great. But I think a lot of the casting was good, and they definitely got better as the movies went on.
I think originally Madge was supposed to be in there, if I read somewhere correctly. But I'm not sure why they didn't put her in there.
Because they're dumb.
I may not have read correctly, honestly. It may have been something else. But I do think she was supposed to be in there.
Madge is great.
Yeah.
I love Madge.
Go ahead with your next one.
Next one is an old one.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and
I'll give you a hint. I want you to see if you can figure it out.
Okay.
Scout.
Oh, To Kill a Mockingbird.
Yes.
Yeah, totally.
That was a great hint.
Gosh, I've actually read that book and watched the movie. That is one that I can actually say I did.
I'm so proud.
Very true to the source material.
Yes.
Harper Lee would have been so proud. Rest in peace.
I mean, Harper Lee may have watched it.
I'm saying she would have still That's what I meant to say. That. Sorry. She was proud, probably. I'm sure she watched it.
But I love that one. Like, it's so great. And then Heaven is for Real.
Heaven is for Real was good. I didn't read the book. The movie was a little weird to me, but it was pretty good. I
read the book and I watched the movie, and I think it was pretty good. Like, now, say whatever you want, if you think it's real or not, whatever. That's not the point of this. But compared to, like, the details that were in the book, the movie was good. And then one runner-up that I have to include, the Lemony Snicket series.
You talking about the Netflix or the Jiminy Cricket
Netflix series,
garbage?
so it's not a movie. But
I said Jiminy Cricket, not Jim Carrey. That's really funny. You guys, we're trying to put together a blooper reel, and I think that's going to go on there. Okay, anyway.
Oh my gosh. The Netflix series, it's not a movie, but the Netflix series for the Lemony Snicket series, like of the books, fantastic.
I thoroughly enjoyed this series. It was
fantastic. There are so many like components that are in the books that show in the series, like the VFD. If you've never read the books, you don't know what I'm talking about, but if you have, you know what I'm talking about.
Okay, now try not to give away any spoilers.
I'm not. There's another like group of kids that you get to meet. It's really, really neat. I like those. They're not done with them yet. They've done like first 4 books, I think, but they're really good so far. But that's my list for good.
Okay, so let's talk about your list for bad.
Okay, I'm gonna start with the number 4. Number 4 and number 3. So the first 2 that I said may not be in order, but the other 2 are in order.
You guys, I do apologize for like the shaky cam. I'm trying to hold it up. Normally we have a stand, but since we're doing this video in the car, we don't actually have a stand with us.
By the way, we're not driving. We parked.
Yeah,
we're
we
about
parked.
to eat, so we just did this before.
Yeah. So yeah, but I do apologize for the shaky cam.
Okay. The Cat in the Hat.
Oh my gosh, that was horrible. Like
such a disgrace.
that. Oh my gosh.
Just the guy who plays it,
Mike Myers. He was horrible, you guys. That movie sucked on so many levels.
It was so bad. The movie was. I mean, the book was.
The book was actually a classic. Yeah.
But the movie, it was just a disgrace.
You know what? Move on. I can't even talk about it anymore. Just move on.
Okay, the next is The Lovely Bones.
Never watched it or read it, so
horrible.
I don't. I've heard nothing but horrible things about it, so I can't really. I can't
I really
comment
like
on
the
it
book.
myself.
I mean, like it's a tough read. Not like it's hard to read. I mean, like the topic, like it's kind of it's tough.
I know what the topic's about, which is horrible.
But it was such a good book. There were so many details and like different components, and in the movie it was just like this weird thing that doesn't really make any sense, and I was disappointed.
Okay, what's your next one?
My runner-up.
And are these in any like particular order?
Those 2 are not.
Okay.
My runner-up, because I have to say my other 2 in the proper order, is The Vow.
I know what your number 1's gonna be.
My runner-up of like bad movies is The Vow, because this is what happened. My friend and I went to see The Vow. And by the way, the guy at the movies, like, we walked up and he was like, we said we want to get 2 tickets. He's like, let me guess, to The Vow. And we're like, yeah.
That's sexist.
But anyway, I mean, he was right, but that's not the point.
Yeah, but still.
So, we watched it, and then I found out that it was a book, and I was super disappointed that I did not read the book first.
Oh, she's like that, you guys. If we watch a movie or something, like recently, what was that? We watched Everything, just like probably
last
a week ago or something. And at the end, it says, based on the popular book by so-and-so.
I was
and she's
so
like,
mad.
What? What are you like? She was furious. Like, I'm seeing smoke coming out of her ears. Like, you know, like when you're watching cartoons and when you're a kid and they eat a pepper or something and the redness just like builds up. It happened on Scooby-Doo, okay? So I know it was a cartoon. So, you know, it would build up and the steam would come shooting out of her ears. It was like that, you guys.
Oh my god.
Like, for real. For real. Okay. Anyway, so you said The Vow, and he, of course, was me and a sexist pig. Of course. Because
but no, it was just, like, they changed so much. And I didn't know, like, I thought it was a good movie. And then I read the book. And
the book was fantastic. I read the entire book in one day.
yeah, I mean, it's not that long.
Just don't take this victory away from me, okay?
Then I read the book, and the movie was way different. They completely changed pretty much everything.
They even changed their names. Like, their names are Kit or Cat or something. I can't remember. Kim and Kit, I think. And they changed it like Paige and Leo.
I don't remember that part.
Yeah, that was Channing Tatum's name and
Rachel McAdams. Right?
Yeah. They changed their names.
I'm proud of myself.
Like, the basic premise was there. She was married to this guy. She lost her memory. But then they added so much other crap.
They did.
It made no sense. And first of all, because I've watched a part of the movie, the parents in the movie weren't really his biggest fan, her parents. But in the book,
In
they
real life,
adored
it's
him.
based on a true story.
Yeah, it's based on a true story, like a real true story. In real life, her parents liked him a lot. And in the movie, they made it seem like they hated him, and it was stupid.
Okay, so my number 2, like, this is actually number 2, not like the second one I'm saying, but like, my number 2 of worst book to movie adaptations. And when I say it's number 2, like,
wait,
here's number 1.
I thought that was your number 2.
Here's number 1.
Because runner-up means number 2.
No, runner-up, like, it's just an extra one on my list that I didn't have.
Oh, that would be an honorable mention.
No, I just called it a runner-up.
Wouldn't it be an honorable mention, you
Whatever.
guys? Drop it in the
Number
comments
1, number 2.
Yeah.
So it really could go either way. Divergent series. The whole entire series. They're horrible. I hate those movies with a passion. Like, they are the almost worst movies that I've ever seen compared to the book.
Yeah, this is my life. I hear this all the time, and I love it because I really enjoyed the movies.
They're horrible.
But I did not read the books at all, so I had nothing to compare it to. But you know, just as a basic like movie, it was pretty good. It was of course like kind of like you could obviously tell it was supposed to be aimed at teens, but it was a pretty good movie.
It was horrible. They changed so much. They just didn't do it right. And then my biggest complaint was
they called him Thor, not Tobias.
Well, yeah, that was my second biggest. I hate that they called him Thor because in the books, like, she calls him Tobias. That is his name, not Thor. And so she only calls him Thor if she's mad at him. So whenever she calls him Thor, it's not the same. It just gets on my nerves.
Okay.
And then my biggest complaint was Edward.
Wasn't he like not even in the movie?
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah, if you guys noticed, that's a big complaint of hers a lot. If they're not in the movie and they're supposed to be, she's gonna get upset. Well, anyway, we've been talking for about 12 minutes, so let's go ahead and get the last one out of the way. We all know what it is. Just go ahead and say it.
I could talk about this one for 12 minutes by itself.
Well, let's not do that. Let's talk about it for maybe a minute.
The number 1 worst book.
Wait, hang on. Say that one more time. Say number 1 worst. Do it. Come on. Say it. Come on.
The number 1 worst book movie adaptation. Well, let's take a moment of silence for how horrible it is. It's My Sister's Keeper.
I knew she was going to say it. I knew it.
Like, that's all I have to say. It is so horrible.
I could talk about it for 12 minutes, but that's all I got to say.
So, if there was any redeeming quality in that movie...
Cameron Diaz.
No.
I'm just waiting.
Alec Baldwin. He was great.
But you don't like him.
I like him. I lost respect for him.
Let's not get into why. We don't want to talk about politics. You know.
No, I like Alec Baldwin. I don't know why.
He's very funny. He's a very funny actor.
Maybe that's why. I don't know. But, like, I was just talking about it at work the other day because I was talking about how I hate My Sister's Keeper. And I don't know why. Like, I don't know why I like him so much. It's like how I am with George Clooney.
That's weird. He was almost a redeeming quality in The Cat in the Hat. Like, I actually enjoyed his acting in that movie. And that was a horrible movie.
I think that's what it is.
I mean, he was a little over the top,
they
but,
are
like,
bad
he was
movies,
pretty good.
and, like, Alec Baldwin is, like, the what is it? Dimly shining star.
Dimly shining star.
You can't be too bright.
She's not Southern at all, but that was a little Southern. Dimly shining star.
No, I was trying to think of the word. I was like dimly. Like, that's what I was trying to...
Dimly.
No, that's just the word. Dimly.
I know, but you were saying it like dimly.
Dimly shining star.
Dimly shining star.
No, you still sound Southern.
Thank you.
But anyway, that is he's like the only kind of redeeming quality in that movie. And even then, it's not right because they have him playing 2 characters in a way. Like, he's essentially 2 characters because they took this other one out.
Okay, let's calm down. Let's not spoil it for anybody who ever wants to watch it.
Don't ever watch it. It's not worth it.
Okay, don't ever watch it.
The only 2 people that are well known that I know in that movie are Alec Baldwin and Cameron Diaz. And Cameron Diaz's job, like her, it's just not even good. She did not do a good job in that movie either. But like they literally change everything.
Okay, it's been almost
there's
2.5
a
minutes.
son in the movie. They make him basically like a completely different person. They make him seem like he's a good person in the movies, and he's not a good person. Like I feel for him, I relate to him. I don't relate to him, but like I feel for him, and
it's news to me.
I don't dislike him in the books, but I think they want you to. But in the movie, it just makes it seem like he's a good person, and he's not.
Okay.
It just they leave out so much, and they focus on all the wrong things, and it hurts my heart.
Well, Yeah. I mean, some movies do that.
And not for, like, because it's sad, just because it sucks.
Well, you guys, we've been talking for over 15 minutes now about book to movie adaptations and just a few video game to movie adaptations. But if you have any in the comments that you want us to check out, or if you have a future topic you want us to discuss, I say this every time, you guys, drop it in the comments below. We will discuss it on a future video. It may not be the next video, but we will discuss it. New videos every Monday. Don't forget to click subscribe. Jackie, do you have any closing words?
Have a great day.